Hello and welcome to the Transportation of Tomorrow YouTube channel. In this video, I'll be discussing the current and sad state of Amtrak. It's no secret that Amtrak has had many problems, including on-time problems, financial problems, and train derailments that have killed people. Yet this mostly taxpayer-funded company still operates year after year without fixing most of the issues. How did Amtrak get to this point? Well, let's take a closer look at its history so we can understand the present-day state. Amtrak was created in 1970 by the federal government and began service in 1971 to save passenger rail service, as it had sharply declined thanks to the airplane and the automobile becoming primary methods of transportation. Many people predicted that Amtrak would not last 5 years, but as you can see, that clearly didn't happen. Despite low ridership and losing hundreds of millions of dollars every year, the government has kept Amtrak afloat and still operates today. So where do we start breaking it down? Let's look at the economics of an Amtrak train in terms of speed. The only electrified portion of an Amtrak rail line is the Northeast Corridor. On every other railroad track in the country, it is operated by a diesel locomotive. And Amtrak doesn't own most of the tracks it operates, and the Northeast Corridor is one exception. It has to share tracks with other freight rail lines, meaning that other freight trains have priority, and Amtrak trains have to slow down or stop to let them pass first. The freight rails are also not in the best condition either, and that creates a sometimes bumpy ride for passengers. Diesel locomotives have a theoretical top speed of 125 miles per hour. However, most Amtrak trains never go that fast. Now, excluding the Northeast Corridor, there are a few places in the country where it can operate up to 110 miles per hour. But the majority of track has an 80 mile per hour speed limit, and even then, several Amtrak trains don't operate at that speed. Trains have to slow down for bumpy rails, curves in the track, steep elevations, and going through cities because the trains share at-grade crossings with cars. Amtrak trains make several stops along the way, bringing the average speed down significantly. This is why it is often much faster to take a car than the train. A train can easily stop 10 to 25 times before it reaches the final destination. Some train stops are short, but others can easily be more than 10 minutes. With so many stops and the length of the stops, the reliability of the train decreases for on-time arrivals and departures. And if people can't get to their destination on time, fewer people will use it. And if all of that isn't enough to describe their service record, it loses money every year and lots of it. Amtrak lost over $300 million in 2015 and about $230 million the year before that, according to an article from the Wall Street Journal. And according to a New York Times article, between 2002 and 2012, Amtrak lost more than $800 million on just food sales alone. Amtrak did mention in 2013 that they would try and eliminate the losses in 5 years. So this begs the question, why does Amtrak continue to operate? How does this keep happening year after year? Amtrak has never pulled a profit, and it's likely not going to pull a profit anytime soon without major changes to service. The short answer is, it's a government operation funded by taxpayers. It is unlikely that it will shut down anytime soon. Is Amtrak trying to improve their service? To an extent, yes they are. They are investing into building new rails in some locations, and they are also investing into new train cars as well. Money is being invested into the Northeast Corridor to improve travel times, as well as adding more trains for scheduled service. With Amtrak losing so much money every year, are these new investments worth it? Many will argue they are not, but there are some who argue that they are worth it. As far as developing the transportation of tomorrow, Amtrak is certainly not the future of transportation. Even if upgrades go As planned, the network still lags behind the true definition of high-speed rail. It's sad, but unfortunately that's the way Amtrak is. So what should be done about it? A new network of high-speed rails needs to be created. And not just any network of new high-speed rails, a network built on its own right-of-way tracks away from ground level, blistering speeds over 300 miles per hour. Although that's not possible at this point, but there are many high-speed rail networks currently operating at speeds well over 200 miles per hour around the world. With the right technological advances, trains could easily reach 300 miles per hour and complete with the airplane for regional travel across the country. With express routes worked into its design, it will be effective in getting people to their destination as quickly as possible. And this is one of many parts of my plan for the transportation of tomorrow. If you like this video, please click on the like button, comment, and subscribe to my channel. For further reading, please take the time to visit my website at www.transportationoftomorrow.com and follow us on social media. To support this channel, check out my Patreon page or shop on Amazon with our affiliate link. I will earn a commission if you click on and purchase from any affiliate links mentioned in my videos or in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Take care.